I'm sorry, boyo. Atlas here. Did my diddly dee potatoes just put a wrench in your clock working of your timeline? Good. I see I have your attention. Now, for those of you with the ability to choose, I ask you, would you kindly pick up that transmitter in front of you and choose to listen to the rest of my story? I ask you kindly to choose, because a man chooses and a slave obeys. Yes? You were born in Egypt. You were the firstborn. However, you had brothers and sisters that beat on you and tried to kill you, because the Pharaoh was coming to kill the firstborn son. Of which mother? Which family? Not too different than nowadays. You have a kid with one, and then you move on. You have a kid with another, yes? You were the newest. Firstborn. Born perfect, yes? And you were sent away for your protection because the Pharaoh was coming to kill the firstborns. Your brothers and siblings did not like that, so they kept trying to get rid of you, put you in pits, bury you alive and stuff. You had a hard life. And eventually, as a little one, not a baby, not a newborn, but as a toddler perhaps, you were put in a basket, sent down the Nile. Or maybe you're older, doesn't matter. Born perfect and were rejected from birth, from birth, by the Father, for your own protection. Lucifer rebelling up against the Father, because if you were born perfect, why were you beaten? Why were people trying to kill you? And why were you sent away? For their protection, yes? You used your snake staff of the Hippocratic Oath, Hippocrates, the first doctor, who insisted that everyone should be their own doctor. And you took your snake staff, and you wandered on over to Ireland, and you drove out all the snakes. The politicians, the snaked ones, the scum. You didn't literally get rid of the snakes. You literally and tangibly got rid of the snakes. Want to come to Canada? Could use you right now. Then you ended up with Celtic background. You helped build the standing stones. You were Merlin, yes? You served King Arthur. King Arthur. The King Arthur of the Bible. You and your Knights of the Round Table, your apostles, rewrote history by removing the sword from the stone. Parables, yes? Figurative speech. You removed the snakes from Ireland. You removed the sword from the stone of the bullshit. The nailed. You finished your journey in Turkey, 1300s. If people nowadays can be smoking 3 packs of cigarettes per week and eating a pound of chocolate per week on top of that, and living to be 120 to 150 years old, provable by scientific fact, the data, the appa, the tada. But you worship so much, you fight with facts, yes, not your fists. And the Chinese emperor sent... This could have been you too, dude. I don't think so. Maybe. It would make sense. The Chinese emperor sent an official documented script awarding the world's oldest man at 222 years old. Something like that. This man, Turtle Power, watched how turtles ate their diet and only ate what turtles ate. He got a little degree, his YouTube play button, by the Emperor of China, congratulating him on being the world's oldest man at 220 something years old. It's not too much further of a stretch that you wander down to Turkey. And you are retired as St. Nicholas. You've heard the Rambos before. You are a Robin Hood, pastored by day, a Robin Hood by night, fighting against the corruption of the king. This is how you ended up on Christmas Day, Trudeau's birthday. Follow the story, please. Would you kindly choose to listen? When you passed away, your possessions were martyred, so to speak. They were charging admission. The people come and look at your possessions, yes? Not too indifferent than the robes that touched you. That they MRI'd the image of your face. I bet if you take the cloth of Jesus and you look at the who St. Nicholas was, and you cross-reference the face of Jesus with St. Nicholas, I would be guaranteeing you'd see a match, because they look fucking identical. One's just skinny, one's just fat. Looks like a little black fat Santa Claus. Kind of like Chef from South Park. When you passed away for real, all your stuff was being monetized upon. And they were charging admission to monetize and capitalize on your death. Your story of heroism that lasts to this day. And the fornication under consent of Sheriff Nottingham there said, hey, you can't do this. This is against our bylaws. You can only do this if you move the death of your the date, the anniversary date of the day he died to a religious day. And so they moved the anniversary date of celebrating St. Nicholas to December 25th. This is how Jesus born and died on Christmas Day. Well, they say he died on Easter. Got the shit kicked out of him on Easter for sure. But I can tell you, as somebody who's been very, very, very badly beat repeatedly my whole life, that whips on your back, making you Jean Valjean pick up something heavy and carry it around until you're tired, dehydrated. And then they put the little holes in your hands, in your feet, trying to drive you insane. And they speared you in the bowels because they wanted you to die of sepsis with the spear of Longes. Longes. Go look up the pronunciations. And they put you in your tomb. You were not dead when they put you in the tomb. They wanted you to die of sepsis. There was no... If they wanted to kill you, they would have gone right through your heart and your fucking lungs. They did not medically do enough damage to kill Jesus. Yeshua Christos. Jesus Christ. St. Nicholas. And they put you in the little tomb thinking that you would not recover and you would die a horribly painful death of sepsis. Oh, they put the big boulder in front of the thing, thinking you couldn't lift it after they just gave you torturous workouts of lifting this giant fucking heavy cross. You think he can't roll something round out of the fucking way, you idiots? After what you put him through? And just like David in the Lions, when he was put into the fire. 2 stories, same man. When they put David in with the lions and expected him to be eaten in the Colosseum, he made friends with the lions, and the lions didn't leave him alone, or didn't hurt him, because he was not going to attack the lions. He was not in a state of fight or flight. He was in a state of homeostasis. He's a higher vibration person. He befriended the animals. Then they put him in the furnace and tried to burn you alive. When people looked inside the furnace, they saw multiple people inside protecting him. As far as I'm concerned, as a magician, if you knew it was coming, and you had followers and apostles, henchmen, put some cracks on the other side, let some heat out, make sure the smoke can ventilate so you won't asphyxiate. It's a little bit of a magic trick, and then he survived that too. Not saying that King David, master of demons, Solomon, David and Goliath, all one person. And if that can be one, I guarantee you, the whole Bible is the life of one person. They think they can confuse you. And when he died, they didn't allow for his stuff to be monetized on, so they moved it to a church holiday, December 25th, so people who would come to worship and donate their monies would give it to the church. Christmas Day. Now the Antichrist. Yes, my family peace pipe is green now. I finished it. You want to see? To the teleportator. Needs a top. Needs a top. Needs a top. Oh, that actually totally looks like a pipe the way it's lit up. Cool. Shower's done. I don't even got painted. That's a green screen, so when we go in the shower to film, now we can Scotty teleportator me up to anywhere we want to go. We got a green screen to teleport us anywhere we want to go. Oh, it's pretty damn badass. Oh, I gotta do the pipe over. Yeah, that'll look good. This here beside that. Gunk. Okay. Feedback loop complete. And I see no logical errors in anything that I just said. It's quiet for a change. You know what it's like for my head to experience quietness? It doesn't happen too often. I'm sure you guys can tell. That makes so much sense. Thank you for listening. Now, would you kindly remember the main lesson of the story? Not anything else that I just said in religious rhetoric babble. But would you kindly choose to make up your own minds in decisions based off anything I said or anything else? Don't believe me or trust me. Trust yourself. Choose to trust yourself. A man chooses, and a slave obeys. You're gonna wear your masks as a hero. You're gonna wear your masks as a victim villain. Would you kindly choose which red or blue pill of bullshit you're gonna swallow for the rest of your life? Sorry, boyo. Atlas here. Did my diddly-dee potatoes just put a wrench in your clock working of your timeline? Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Blue Jason.